What up, though? Y'all know what it is. You're now tuned into another episode of Everybody Has a Voice podcast, brought to you live from Farm Boy Studios, sponsored by Vivian's Barbecue. It's your boy Wallstreet, and today I got my mans in the building. I got my mans and them in the building. The twins, AJ and Estee from the Connected Experience podcast. What's up, fellas?
What's up, though? What up, though?
What's going on, my guys? It's been a minute, man. You know.
Yeah.
When I first started this podcast journey, man, the Connected Experience was the first podcast I was ever on, man. So this has come full circle, man. It's only right that I got y'all on my show. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And you've been on a run, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, congratulations on everything you doing with this being your actual second podcast. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's dope, man. Proud of you, bro. Proud to see you pushing forward, bro.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Man, what been?
I'm SJ, though.
And I'm AJ.
And we the Connected Experience.
Yeah.
I like that, man. When y'all did that on their podcast, I was like, them niggas dope.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
appreciate it.
So it's been a minute since I seen y'all, man, and we ain't caught up, man. And you know, y'all always got y'all hand in a lot of shit, man. So what y'all got going on, man?
Man, first of all, man, let me shout out this gaming stuff that I got going on right now, man. So it's the Elite Sticks Invitational. That's gonna be 313 weekend. You could go to Stix Stixc sport.com and register, man. We having a Madden tournament. And
Is it Madden or is it
2K 25? I'm sorry, $10,000 cash prize. You know what I'm saying? Winner takes all type of joint. You know what I'm saying, for all the gamers, man. So that's the Elite Sticks Invitational. That's 313 weekend, and that's go to Stix Stixc sport.com. That's gonna be a big deal, man. So I can't wait for that, man.
yeah, with a $10,000 cash prize? Shit, I might get it in myself.
For sure. I don't even play games, but I'm about to go.
Yeah, I definitely.
Say,
ain't
where you
put-
register at?
Stixcsport.com. Stixcsport.com.
I'm about to sign up for that shit.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Other than that, man, you know, we do usually have our hand in a lot of things, but you know, this year we said we gonna dedicate our time to our project. So that's one of his projects, and then we got a project that we've been pushing. We dropped a anime. It's on Tubi. It's called Animal Instincts: The Urban Jungle, animated, and it come from a book that my brother, award-winning book that my brother wrote. It was a novella, and so we turned it into an anime. It's based on twin rabbits, that's mushroom dealers, and they just run around in the jungle. People watching over them, and it's not humanized. These are real animals, so it ain't no gunshots and all of that. But
They're getting busy though.
they're getting busy. It's an anime, so it's fight scenes. It's,
Yeah, they getting
it's
busy.
all. It's a love story. It's
It's a
intense.
revenge story, you know what I'm saying? So it's called Animal Instinct: The Urban Jungle, animated. Go on Tubi. It's gonna be some rabbits standing back to back. That's leaps and jumps. And I wrote this in 2020. So the fact that they mushroom dealers and everything that's going on with mushrooms right now, like, you know what I'm saying, the niggas see
that was
the
some
future.
foresight. Yeah.
Yeah, some foresight. So
Yeah.
What made you come up with the concept for it?
man, to be honest, bro, I was in third grade, and it was a creative writing story that I had to do. And this book that I wrote is actually remnants of my very first creative writing story in third grade, right? Because my dad was an animal lover, so we had all type of animals, you know what I'm saying? Rabbits, dogs, snakes,
dogs,
all of that,
everything.
you know what I'm saying? Grew up in a real jungle, like, you know what I'm saying? And me and my brother is like, yo, these animals have to communicate with each other somehow. So we also grew up in gambling houses and was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So I came up with the concept that what if that's what these animals is doing at night, you know what I'm saying? Like what's
Like
what,
you see, like when you see
you
because like people got the concept that like cats and dogs and rats and stuff don't like each other, but I've seen a cat walking with a mouse, so it's like, yeah, they homies, but somewhere it's a divide. So we cool, just like if it's a nigga from a blood hood or a crip hood or some shit like that, we cool, but everybody else ain't cool, and we just like the glue to keep this together.
and then like when you see animals going somewhere, so like say people say black cats is bad luck, and you always see a black cat creeping. What if black cat's really freaks, and every time you see one of them niggas, he going on, but you don't know because we looking at it from the way
a
we
human,
see,
yeah,
it, you
from
know
a
what
human
I'm saying?
aspect, yeah.
So in the story, man, the twins is really sent to avenge their parents' death, but their parents had established a gambling house called the Bunny Hop House, and it's dog fighting going on, and the leaders of the dog fighting rinks is Hera and Zeus, and they boxers, because if anybody know anything about dogs, actual boxers get up on their hind legs and box. So the significance of Hera and Zeus is, I told you my dad, we had a bunch of animals. The very first dogs that we had, it was two boxers named Hera and Zeus. And my dad trained them that we could be outside, and if you approach us, the dogs go jump up on their hind legs. Well, first, people didn't know that boxers fight like that, so that it would always be shock. That's the first thing, and then our dogs go attack you. You know what I'm saying? So Hera,
It wasn't the first dogs though, because we had that dog that we fed that cake. That was before Hera and Zeus. You don't remember that? We fed that dog that birthday cake.
Yeah, I remember.
Words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the
Sorry
words.
about that. We didn't know we was kids. You feel what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna get into this. You say the story is twin rabbits.
Yeah.
Twin rabbits.
Leaps
Of
and
course,
jumps.
The twins.
yeah,
Y'all
for
twins.
sure, yeah.
It's everything that y'all do. Like, do y'all incorporate each other? Like being twins. Do y'all?
No, you know
like,
what? Because that project he talking about, I don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna push it like I do.
For sure.
And then like the book, he wrote the book by itself, right? And then when we was like thinking the different verticals for the book, I said, okay, well you wrote that book, so everything from that book is yours. But let's work together on something. So we said we'd do the animation, because that animation took like 2 years. We actually put the down payment to start that animation on the day before people couldn't go outside for COVID no more. You feel what I'm saying? So it took all of 2020 to 2021 to make and approve and all of that. And shout out to the team, because we had a 7-person animation team. Now, if you look at different animations, you will see that it's hundreds of people on these animation teams. The young guy who did the fight scene, when he started, the guy who did our fight scenes, when he started that project, he was 16
In high school.
high school still, right? And he was the main animator, which is Herb Bellamy. He was like, yo, my cousin do animation too, but I can't just hire people for the project. Y'all got to approve it. So we seen some of his work. Yeah, give a young dog a job. You know what I'm saying? Met him at the bank, signed the
And
contract.
now he got
paid him, you know what I
awards
mean?
from this, because it's actually we won film festivals in Japan, Russia. We won
Ukraine.
some in Detroit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a
San Francisco was the first one we won.
Yeah.
But we won Best Animated Series in Japan, and that's a big deal because
that's
anime
where it come
come from
That's where
Japan.
it come from. Yeah.
Yeah, so we was like, if they see something in it, although none of that matter, because the supporters is the ultimate. You got something or you don't. But just to know, like Japan, somebody, because these film festivals, people don't know us. They don't know that we black. They don't know that nothing. They just see the animation, they see the story,
just into the
and
culture.
and they like, this will work. And so all the verticals start coming. Man, we have action figures. We have we also have stuffed animals. Everything leaps and jumps. You know what I'm saying? And then we got
games on the phone.
on the phone. If you go to
racing, Animal Instinct Racing or Animal Instinct Puzzle. If you got a iPhone, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's an actual universe, but the dope part about us creating the Animal Instinct universe, like he said, I wrote the book, you know what I'm saying, but the book is based on, it's really a family story, because the names and stuff in this book, like the characters are based on family. Like, my favorite character ain't the twins. My favorite character is a fox named Groovy, and she dressed real fresh, you know what I'm saying? And the concept of Groovy is really based around my great aunt Myra. Like, she was the dopest. Like, she was a real madam. My mom's first job was babysitting the hoes. The kids that the hoes had, because my auntie was the madam, you know what I'm saying? And we used to see my auntie, and she'd be in furs to the floor, gator boots, hair always laid, and it's just a Saturday. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing special going on. So I based Groovy the fox off of her, and then like her dad is Larry Fox, who's based on her actual father that I didn't get to know, but hearing stories like our grandfather Silas Legion. He was actually a real pimp as well, but he was Iceberg Slim homeboy. And Iceberg Slim book, Pimp Story of My Life,
he mentioned his
pimp partner's name Silas. That's our great grandfather.
Yeah.
You know
So, because the family on that side of the family, they from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? But then they migrated here. So my grandfather and some of his siblings, they from here. My aunt that he just was talking about, she from 6 Mile and Curtis. You know what I'm saying? Right over there in the Bronx neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
we base so much, like, it's so much family history.
And y'all from Inkster, correct?
For sure.
What was it like growing up in Inkster? Like, what's the difference between Inkster and Detroit to y'all?
I mean, Detroit it's just a bigger Inkster to us, so it'd be like a neighborhood.
It'd be like, so Inkster Road, like, it looked just like Plymouth when you riding up and down Inkster Road. So one of our homies had said that to us one day, and we started paying attention to the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just, if it was, I say if it was 4 neighborhoods in the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
That-
it's 6.2 square miles.
Yeah,
so
that-
you know what I'm saying.
But it's the same.
It's small,
It's good.
too,
It's
though.
cool niggas. It's not cool niggas. It's all the same. Niggas everywhere the same, man. So, but being from a small city, like when we used to rap, we used to have to go and be from Inkster, like because you couldn't say you was from Detroit because we wasn't.
I'm glad you brought that up now because the scene like musically is on Michigan.
Yeah,
Right.
And I can't
Inkster,
even
yeah.
say Detroit because I'm gonna say Michigan because it's differentiated now. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
The Flint niggas got they sound. The niggas know them niggas is Flint niggas.
They actually kicked it out, kicked the
Inkster
door
niggas got
open.
they sound.
Yeah. But like even with that, like we opened a whole lot of doors for Inkster. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was on the cover of the Murder Dog with hats that say Inkster anywhere we went. And if I'm out of town and I got on a Detroit hat to say Inkster on the side, you know what I'm saying? And that's just because I represent. But you can't spell Detroit without the I.
Yeah, so that's
and we all the old like U, Q, and all of that. Like as soon as we meet y'all, the first thing we say is we from Inkster. You know what I'm saying? Because it used to be territorial like that back in our day coming up rapping. Like we really only 42 years old, but excuse me.
yeah.
We've been doing that shit since we was 9 years old, like legitly 9 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we used to have to go places and be from Inkster, and that was cool with us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it's ever been. But even when we out of town, like yeah, it's a Detroit thing, but it's an Inkster thing though. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I know y'all always representing Inkster. Y'all always representing Inkster well. And now that shit is broke down to where motherfuckers ain't gonna classify y'all from Detroit, I just want to know how y'all feel about that now. How y'all feel about the artists from Inkster?
You know what, man? It's it's just good to see, like, for them to be acknowledged on a worldwide scale, because the internet make everything worldwide. So for them to be acknowledged, like, I don't have to have a hand in it to clap for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, bro, you doing it, bro. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, just because I clap for a nigga don't mean a nigga clap for me. But see, my pride is seeing, like, the town is where I think the town should be. Like before the cameras came on, how he was talking about like Detroit is finally there. The underground Detroit is now not underground, not an underground Detroit mainstream. So it's like Inkster the same thing. Like, oh, it's good to see a nigga from the town in the mix.
Yeah, these young boys out there got real record deals. Like they really got plaques. It's stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, that's dope to see, man, because like it was a fight. And this is where we envisioned it, if not further, by this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like we don't have a hand in any of it, and that's what I like the most. Like, I don't got a dog in the fight. And I don't like you just because you from Inkster. So y'all putting out top quality music that's attracting me to the music, and then I'll be like, oh, dog from Inkster, and the nigga be like, well, that's such and such son. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know niggas' daddies in real life went to high school with niggas'
aunties
mamas
and
so
shit
it's
like
like,
that.
oh,
So
like,
it's beautiful to see.
when they realized that I see your son doing this thing, man. Yeah, I done told him about y'all. Like, I knew my mans and them used to rap back in the day. Like, I guess when that shit was hard, like, to do, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, this podcast and shit, because like I say, man, y'all be all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all be in all different type of lanes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times y'all be ahead of the curve.
A lot of the times,
Yeah.
most of the time, man, and I was.
I'm gonna say that. A lot of times y'all be ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of been on this podcast shit. Like, I've been following y'all for a while. You know, we really know each other. We
Yeah.
really fuck with each other. And even when I was gone, we kind of stayed in touch here and there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all was doing podcasts and it was more so based on audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what a podcast really is.
Exactly.
It was actually the thing on your phone, and it's an iPod cast because it was only on iPhones. You know what I'm saying? And we like Combat Jack is the grandfather of this shit. Like, I mean,
This style of it.
this hip hop podcast, you know what I'm saying, that direction. And I don't even know how we started listening to Combat Jack, and then from Combat Jack you had Premium Pete, Dallas Penn,
Tax Stone.
Tax Stone spun out of that, and then Charlemagne and the Brilliant Idiots was doing that, and then we just was watching what was going on, and then we said, yo, we want to do a podcast, but we want to just talk to podcasters. That's what the connected experience
that's the
originally
initial
was. It was,
yeah.
but it wasn't enough podcasters.
We would have been done in like 5 episodes.
It wasn't
you know
enough
what I'm saying? And then
podcasters.
and the good thing about it is we was having reach too. So when he mentioned Combat Jack and all of them guys, rest in peace Combat Jack, we had reach because we had gained a relationship, and we started back and forth with Premium Pete. Now Premium Pete, he a podcast OG from this sector, but I don't even know if he do it no more. But we had started to have a back and forth, and we had spent some money with him to advertise on this podcast because we felt like we should, you know what I'm saying? Because we was pushing the College of Hip Hop, which was the first education platform for learning the music business on a hip hop level, and so that's what we was pushing, and we would go around and we would be on these different podcasts.
Like we done been on podcasts with the Central Park Five, like the one who was married to Delicious. Like we've been on a podcast with him before in Atlanta with Premium Pete. It was the Premium Pete show. Like we've been around the whole just atmosphere and
But
scene.
y'all done had a lot of people on y'all show.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
that's a big blessing.
Y'all
You
had
know,
Jay Prince on there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Street Lord Rook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else y'all had on?
Esham. That's
Man,
we
Esham,
started it. We started
to talk to Esham. You know what I'm saying? Like when we started, we had a list of people we wanted, and we was like, "Yo, we want to get Esham on our show. Like that's it. Like he don't do no interviews." So we did a couple shows, reached out to him. Actually, my favorite album of all time is Esham Dead Flowers. Like I was working at the plant, and there was this crazy Esham fan that was a white dude, and he actually had an unopened original copy of Dead Flowers, and he had like 3 of them bitches, and I bought one from him, and then he signed that bitch. He gave us tickets to the show that he was having that night. He brung us backstage. Like I'm watching him perform my favorite songs standing backstage. Like you know what I'm saying?
It didn't
So
get no
after
bigger
we
than
had
that.
Esham, like that was it. Like and then
Well, that wasn't it. So
that wasn't
it like
And
we was
Esham, like,
accomplished.
don't get a lot of credit in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
history of Detroit.
Well, the
in the
history
history
of
of
music,
music,
though, because
because
you
it-
got to think.
It's glad y'all said
it's
correct me because
Yeah.
Esham is way bigger than Detroit.
Yeah,
But
well-
a lot of us only thought he was in Detroit. You know?
Right. Well, you got to
That
think
nigga
it's
had
a horror
cult following.
Yeah,
he
it's
had
it's a
cult
horror
following.
core. It's an actual genre of rap called horrorcore now, and it's based on Esham. Like all these ICP, Strange
Tech
Music,
Nines,
Tech
yeah.
Nines,
That's
all
off
of
that- that's off that tree.
That spun off the Esham tree with the way real life. Like I used to intern for Psychopathic Records. That's ICP record label. They was right on in Farmington. Off like 96.
Oh, we had Bootleg on the show.
Oh
too.
yeah, we had.
I mean, we
Bootleg
had
on
so
the show.
many people, but you know,
bro, we had Billy Carson on the show.
I mean, you've been on the show.
You've been on the
you know
show.
what I'm
Q
saying?
been on the show. Like a lot of people who popping in podcasts.
Detroit Diamond. She just was on the Netflix show. She went pretty far. She blowing up now, but she was on the show
yeah.
early. You know what I mean?
We had
So,
Mr. BMB on the show.
Stretch Money.
Big Greg was on the show early. Like you know, what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
he was one of our first 10 guests. Big Greg. You know what I
If
mean?
there's anybody that y'all didn't interview, is there anybody y'all want to interview?
You know what, man?
yeah, man, Cain and Abel.
Yeah,
bro,
Cain
for
and Abel.
sure.
They
Cain
was
and
on
Abel.
our list.
They was on our list,
And
yeah.
they don't even appear in pictures together but once a year. I think it might be for their birthday. So, you know, they had a heavy influence on us with the rap because
But even with education. though,
and I'm
like,
about to say even with education, back in the day when we bumped in the sea, like we thought, like the guy who took us to see Murder, like yo, y'all a shoe in. He'll have his own Cain and Abel, you know, because you know P and C and P they brothers, so they be having their own rivalry. So it's like, oh, you could do it with them, I could do it with them, but
Yeah,
it
right.
ain't work out because of course everybody knows C Murder got in trouble. But you know what I'm saying. But Cain and Abel, man, even with the entertainment, they do so much. He do so much writing, and they got so many shows on TV that you wouldn't even know that Daniel Garcia and David Garcia, that's their name, that this is Cain and Abel, and these big ass shows that
didn't
be
know
on
that.
TV.
yeah, they went in
never knew that.
daytime
They be
Emmys
winning
and all
daytime
time.
Emmys, all type of crazy. It ain't even crazy because if you put your mind to it,
Did them niggas get in some trouble too?
that's
Kept
what
it
I'm saying.
solid.
Kept it solid, bro.
Kept
If
it
it wasn't
solid.
for them, No Limit would have folded way too early, nigga. They told them niggas like, no, this ain't got shit to do with P. You feel what I'm saying? We go to jail, and the No Limit tour went on. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because when that happened, that's when we met the niggas who we met. My nigga Holloway from the Ghetto Commission. We met them. Cain and Abel had got in trouble, but the tour still went on because all the merch still had their name on it and shit. But they had went to jail and got in trouble, and that's when we met them. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. I ain't even know that. Them boys got something going on. That's
Man,
big.
big shit, bro. Big shit.
Anybody? I mean, I would like to.
Me and K.A. actually redid that Gangstafied song.
Yeah, K.A. We actually want to get K.A. on the
get
show.
that nigga too. That's yeah.
His shit just dropped, man. I've been listening
I
to
just
it.
had
Yeah.
K.A. on the show last night.
Yeah, Kid got the cussos. You got that new shit though.
Yeah, I just Drug Life 3.
Life 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing
All
it. Yeah.
But see, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, see, it's the same thing though with KA. That's kind of like he another one of them hidden gems in Detroit that enough people just don't speak on when they speak on like niggas.
That was the purpose of me
from
having
Detroit.
them on my show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
On Everybody Has a Voice, that was the reason.
Yeah,
we-
truthfully, I just was listening to Stacks on Deck.
Yeah. Cause shit, when you was on the show, you see what we did. We say, "Hey, nigga, did you get the pictures?"
And
you feel what I'm saying?
a lot of impact, and I ain't gonna say this. I'm gonna humbly say this.
Yeah.
Don't be humble, because
Impact
humble
that-
is less than dirt, bro.
Impact that y'all told me that before.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
humble, bro.
Because
On y'all
listen though,
podcast, y'all told me that
only
before.
because and we just say shit like that because if niggas don't know, once you say it, niggas go be like, "That's right and that's real," and then like everybody else be like, "Oh, see, nigga ain't just lying." You feel what I'm saying? When he say shit about himself.
But
You
what
feel
I was
I'm
saying is this: I be naive to the fact of the impact that I left on music with certain motherfuckers.
No,
When I came on y'all podcast, the intro to y'all podcast, y'all rapping a verse of mine that I didn't even remember.
yeah,
He spin V twin Cartier lens in the art again,
So,
party in,
sipping
last
on
night,
hen.
My man Q, he ran in the KA and they in the
Yeah.
bar last night, and
Yeah,
one of the top local Detroit rappers in there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want to say
Yeah,
his name,
yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
on
yeah.
no clout.
not local because everybody worldwide with the
One
internet.
of the,
yeah,
he one of the
Yeah.
rappers
One of the
from
niggas,
city,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I just ain't saying his name because I ain't no clout chasing shit. You know what I'm saying? But KA called me and KA was just talking about this. KA like, man, you don't think them niggas know who you is, man? He said it was one of his favorite songs, Stacks on Deck.
yeah.
So KA called me last night. I'm in the bed sleep.
Yeah.
He calling, so I answer the phone. I'm ready to cuss him out. He like, man, let's such on the phone. He like, man, it's Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you,
That made me think like, damn,
man.
that music a motherfucker, boy.
That's what I'm about
Yeah,
to say.
well, impact is not even just music, bro. It's just impacting motherfucker, because you never know who was watching you and was looking at you for inspiration, because we don't call it motivation, because like we were saying to you before, like a motive, you never hear any, you can't say that you have ulterior inspiration, but you can have an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? So we just look like, you never know who was looking at you for inspiration, and then like, look at them now. Look at where the city at now. Look at whoever you talking about where they at now, and you was their inspiration. You know,
On some level.
on some level, you was a part of their inspiration. Like that matter, man. So like, no, don't speak of yourself humbly. Like, no, I am an award-winning author. The shit I do be popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I think of it in the book world, I'm S.L. Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And I got my whole own name in the book world. I write books with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like in the book world, no, I'm somebody.
Now
Like,
let's get into that.
Yeah.
Because I'm an author too.
Yeah.
yeah,
And we had different conversations about the books, but you're a award-winning author.
yeah.
Let the people know that.
Yeah, so I'm actually an award-winning author a couple ways around. So Animal Instinct, The Urban Jungle in 2001, best novella for 2020. And then, so that led to a different opportunity. So now that I was an award-winning author, that led to an opportunity to actually write the book for James McDonald, who y'all may know as Mob James. I wrote a book with him, and it's based on his life.
Loosely based.
It's loosely based on his life. You know what I'm saying? But so I had these wild, intense conversations with Mob James, and all of these stories that he tell on the internet. Like, I know 1,000 times more shit. Like, I've heard all about Buntry. I've heard all about these names that we was hearing for years. So that book never came out, though. I still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we still got that bitch. Got the cover, everything.
Yeah, that
See,
bitch.
like even with shit like that, like so he wrote the book and shit, but I got the cover designed and I named the book and shit. So we always try to make sure.
Yeah. You
I know how y'all get down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I was asking y'all earlier, if you want to get back on that for a minute, as twins, and I know how y'all get down.
Yeah.
He might be doing something, but you gonna have something to do with the project.
Yeah. But you know what? We let
As
it
far
breathe
as
though.
Outside of family life, how do y'all have individuality?
We
know what?
totally
We totally
we're
individual.
nowhere
We
near
nothing
the
the
same,
same,
time.
bro.
Like, we're nowhere near the same.
I know
type
that, but
of
I'm
nigga,
talking about
dog.
his business. Y'all always gonna be.
No,
is
we
it some- is it something
clash
that you-
heads.
Is it something that you do that he don't have nothing to do with?
Yeah, he
And
got
vice
stuff to
versa?
do with his. Him and his family invented a game called Family Game Night.
A card game.
It's a card game. It's like a trivia card type of game, and it teaches you the history of your family. Now, when he was doing that, I was having a lot of chatter. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more than him, because I was single, and all these other things, all the other variables wasn't in my life that was in his. I didn't have no kids. I was working 7/12s at the plant. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had offered to put some money up for it. Like, you don't gotta go look for no investor or nothing. But that was just he declined, and he said it was just something that him and his family needed to do. And at first I didn't understand that. I didn't respect that really. I'm like, yo, nigga, you don't gotta ask nobody for no money. Like,
But it's not like I was. But we was like, yo, we gotta raise this money ourselves because I got a son now, but I had two daughters, just my two daughters at the time, and I was teaching them like, yo, you got to set a goal, come with your family. You go do this inside your home too. So when you grow up and you get married, you gotta have ideas to see what can sustain your family, just your household. So if you take something from outside the household, it's not just your household no more.
Yeah, and I didn't have a household at the time, so I didn't understand that point of view. I'm just like, whatever y'all need, I got. But like, I understand now, and I understood years later. You know what I'm saying?
Because when he had his daughter, I was like, now y'all got to find something that y'all could do together.
And which ended up writing. We write books. You know what I'm saying? The Adventures of Shelby Sunshine. It's on Amazon. Shelby is actually she just did her first movie called Bad Day, and when she was on the set of Bad Day, that led to her getting a role in a brand new series. I can't name it now because they just yesterday was the first table read. She did excellent. Like so, like even with so.
That's dope.
Anyway, about the award-winning author, so I write Mob James' book, but
that
it never come out.
Oh
man, like what is it called? Me, myself, in the set. I can't remember the title. It's been
the legacy.
So long. Oh yeah,
the legacy. Me, the legacy. Some shit. Yeah, it don't matter because it wasn't a working title. It just didn't come out. But
so what's the hold up?
I mean,
put the book out. Is he? What's up?
So I mean, really, the hold up was, if anybody still follow Mob James, he had like some controversy. I don't really get in the street politics, especially shit that don't got nothing to do with me, especially LA politics that don't got one fucking thing to do with me. But it was a big uprise on the internet. So you know what I mean. We had to explain to James, look, we doing business together. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Okay, it's called The Set, The Legacy, and Me.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about that shit. But he just was reluctant to put the final go on it because so much shit was happening around his name. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
so that led to a way bigger opportunity. So Mob James introduced me to a guy named Calvin Hawkins. Now, Calvin Hawkins is a guy from Michigan City, Indiana, and he had tragically lost his daughter Keisha Hawkins in a senseless shooting. You know what I'm saying?
She just was at a party.
She was just at a party. So she got killed like 7 days before her 18th birthday. Mm-hmm. So Calvin, man, he didn't stop. He didn't give up, and he the killer ended up getting 50 years because Calvin just didn't stop. One day he went in front of the police station and went live, and that live went so viral that it picked up on the case, right? So the police knew who did this like literally 30 minutes after the incident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that didn't happen until 5 years later.
But it took him like 5 years. So I end up writing a story. It's called Justice for Nikisha, A Father's Pain, and it's by me and Calvin Hawkins, and it's a series on Hulu. And what is that series? Well, one of the episodes is about Keisha. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Dateline type of series. And one of the episodes is about Keisha. Matter of fact, if you go to Hulu and just type in Facebook Live, that episode will pop up because I can't remember the name of the whole series. So the story went real big, real viral. And I end up writing the book, Justice for Nikisha, A Father's Pain, and then we end up submitting that for him because when I talked to him, I said, well, we go write this book, but what are your goals? You know what I'm saying? Like, me writing the book might just be it. You might just need to get it out.
And trying to go with it.
Yeah, and then he was like, I want to be an award-winning author. So I'm like, all right, you got that. You know what I'm saying? We go do whatever it takes to do that. And we did all the right and the necessary things. And he got his plaques, and I got my plaques for that because you get a plaque, you get a medal. But more importantly, I got a brother out of that because, like, I had to learn this man's deepest, darkest thoughts, his deepest, darkest secrets, stuff that I couldn't put in the book, but he had to tell me because he didn't know if I could put it in the book or not. You know
because you got to think about this. So Michigan City, Indiana, it's not big at all either. So just imagine, we all fathers. So just imagine, but you got other kids too, so you can't really crash out. But just imagine seeing your child's killer moving around the city freely. You feel what I'm saying?
Causing commotion.
Yeah, he's still causing havoc. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So just imagine that. But you got other kids too. You got a wife, because when we had Calvin on, I said, damn, like how did what's the biggest thing? He said, man, I left my family, but I'm sitting right there because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be me. I can't function. But then I know if I go do something, then I still left my family because now they really don't get me because I'm locked up. And it was just that was intense though.
Because I was going through therapy during the time, because I talked to a therapist. I think everybody should, because everybody you got something that's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? And I had to up my visits. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking on this mental point of view from, because I'm writing the book from his point of view. So he got to, you know what I'm saying? When he's saying shit about what's really going on, like so one of his favorite memories was seeing his daughter graduate kindergarten, right? And then like 2 days later, it was my daughter's kindergarten graduation. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Well,
like
he telling him,
and I'm
stories.
telling him about it, and he telling me these stories, and I'm like, you know, so he's happy for me that Shelby is doing this,
going through something.
but he still that
Now,
brings
you got
up
kind of damn that survivor's remorse because of what he going through.
in a sense, yeah. Basically, the best way to describe it. So, man, we wrote this book, and then so he started a podcast too. It's called Grieving Our Babies Podcast, and with his podcast, he just talked to people who still grieving the loss of somebody, bro.
Damn.
And he got some cold episodes,
Damn.
man. He got some cold episodes, bro. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
because like so what's even crazy, what's even doper about that story is because James McDonald, because he don't want to be called Mob James no more. He was on a podcast called The Gangster Chronicles. Calvin heard an episode because he a truck driver. He reached out to him, called him, got to know him, started kicking it with him, and he was telling James was like, yeah, I got somebody write my book. They from Michigan. He like, where at? Because I'm right in Indiana, and that's how he met bro. And then, you know,
and we've been rocking ever since.
Yeah,
tough.
just been
Like,
real
tough.
locked in.
Yeah.
See, a lot of motherfuckers don't understand the power of networking. You feel me?
Yeah, because that's all it be. You know what I'm saying? It's just, even with this, bro, networking, because you got to think, right? Even what we said when you was on our show, you still supposed to be locked up, but we just kept that open. You know what I'm saying? We kept that lane open, not like like we was gonna need something for you or anything, because first of all, you supposed to be in jail forever, and it's like, no, he gonna need some people to talk to and shit like that. Same thing with Q. When Q went to jail, is like I don't close no doors. You feel what I'm saying? I helped get that nigga out of jail. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just got some. It was some little bitty shit that nobody was doing and shit, and I'm like, I ain't nobody doing this for this nigga. And he did everything for everybody.
I always know y'all to be that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got y'all on Everybody Has a Voice. You know what I mean? And right now on Everybody Has a Voice. You know what I mean? Because y'all always been the message y'all bring. Y'all always push positivity. Y'all always represented that.
Well, our lifestyle is I want for my brother what I want for myself. Like, that's just how we really rock. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody got a voice, man. You know, because right now it's a lot of shit y'all can use your voice for, man. You got the waiver. You just got, it's a lot of shit, man. But we got the twins, man. SJ and AJ, man. What y'all want to use your voice for here on Everybody Has a Voice, man?
Well, since we was talking about Q, man, I want to use my voice right now to just say what up to him, man, because I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, Q was like really one of the most solidest individuals I ever met since I known him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because any knowledge that he get, he's going to put you up on that knowledge, whether you want him to or not. You know what I'm saying? And we be going back and forth about like Islam and stuff like that. Like, and I think that we go back and forth like that because we like challenge each other's point of view on a positive note. It's not like he's just giving me the information and saying this is the truth. I'm telling him what I think about it. And if it get too serious, I call him, no, cuz I'm not fucking with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's with a lot of stuff, not just Islam.
But not just Islam, but that's just with whatever. But
him go through that with everything.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that, and that be like that. Like I look at him as like steel sharpens steel. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like I look at Q for sure. It's like
sure.
still because when I was actively a Muslim, like I'll never forget. He called home one day, and he was talking to bro, and then he like, yo, y'all been doing y'all 5. Whatever y'all do, don't miss y'all 5. And like from that day forward until I just stopped doing salat for whatever reason, I was 5 times a day, wouldn't never miss, because all I would hear is Q in my head talking shit. Don't miss your 5. You know what I'm saying? And that got me through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like I just want to shout out my nigga, man, because I fuck with Q. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and on y'all song Gravy, who was the second nigga rapping? Gravy. Okay, tell that nigga, I shout out to him too, because I caught that bar on God, baby. I been in too deep. So if niggas didn't catch that bar in the movie In Too Deep, LL Cool J was God. So I got to let him know that I caught that bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I told my brother I was going to say that. Like, I got to let him know that I caught that bar, man.
Yeah, he caught that immediately and was like, yo, this nigga cold right here. You feel what I'm saying? Because we ain't no haters, man. We don't give a fuck what it is. It ain't no reason to hate, because everything I get come from within. But look, though, I want to use my voice.
For y'all to hear, man, before y'all go.
All right, man. Yeah. I love some exclusive shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to use my voice, man, and just tell people, period, man. Like, just get more family orientated. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you consider your family, right? So if it's just your homeboys, is if it's your household, man, keep that family unit strong, man, because it's nothing like a strong family unit.
Right.
And the majority of people who go through a bunch of shit, I bet you can look at their family unit and see like, oh, they got a weak family unit, and they subconscious prey on that, and they ego prey on that. So if you preying on yourself because you know you weak in certain areas, which is usually a strong family unit, then you go never be your full potential, and it's only potential because you haven't activated it yet. So just keep a strong family unit. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure, man. This was definitely a dope experience, man. You know what I mean? It come full circle, man, for me to have y'all on Everybody Has a Voice, man. But in closing, man, how can anybody reach y'all boys, man?
Man, well, right now, man, you can reach me at Stix, STIXC Sport.com for the this Elite Stix Invitational Gaming Tournament that's going to be held on March 14th and 15th. All the information is on the website, but $10,000 cash prize, man. And this is something that me and my partners probably going to be doing
Annually.
No, we definitely annually. It's only going to get bigger, but we going to be like sporadically throwing them different themes and all that. So just be ready for that. Go register for that. Get down with that. Come play, win you some money. But we got a bunch of stuff coming, man.
And then, man, on the YouTube, y'all can always check us out on the Connected Experience podcast visuals, man. You can check that out. We haven't uploaded in a minute, but we got enough heat on there for y'all. So when we just was talking about Esham, we got the Esham episode, the Mr. B&B episode,
The
Stretch
Rook
Money,
episode.
Rook. We you know who we had? We had Ziploc Mo from Dirty Glove
Bastards.
That this one he wasn't doing none, but he a city nigga though. You feel what I'm saying? But he Dirty Glove Bastard got popping in Texas, got popping in Dallas and shit. He's a wild ass nigga.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he told some
was
cold
good.
ass stories
Yeah,
and shit
Ziploc
too.
Mo
Yeah, that
shit
was a
was
good one. So
yeah.
that's called the Vault. So you just go on our Vault, you check it out, man. I mean, we got Billy Carson. We get so much hate on that Billy Carson. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all have to look him up. But they hate Billy Carson, man. We get listen. I can show you right now 50 comments from them just hating on Billy Carson. It's cool with me for the engagement, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you feel what I'm saying?
I gotta go check it out because I don't know who the fuck Billy Carson is.
Oh man, he
and he married to somebody from Michigan, Cole. You feel what I'm saying? His wife actually introduced us to him and brought him on the show.
and he's a bit okay. So Billy Carson have been on Joe Rogan or like millions of views all across the internet because like he is a dude who know that everything comes from within self. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he know about the Anunnaki, and if you into all of that, he know all about that. You know what I'm saying? So just to sit down and be able to have a conversation with somebody like that, like, was like, okay, cool. It opened up your point of view on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And people need to understand too, just because you had somebody on your show,
don't mean you agree with them.
Yeah, that don't mean you agree with them, disagree with them. It's here to get the point of view across to my section of the internet and its viewers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the podcast, the Connected Experience podcast visuals on YouTube, and then I still be on that X, so TCE Pod on X, TCE Pod on Instagram, man. And we got something big in store. We had the game show, you know what I mean? So the game show up there too is called Oh That's Hip Hop, and the first episode it's a trivia game.
And the first episode
is about all Detroit. All
trivia.
Detroit. It's the first episode was the Detroit edition. We got 10 episodes locked and loaded, but we only put the Detroit edition up. You know what I mean? So this was cold about it, right? In order for you to participate on the game show, you know how he said he had that Esham record. That's his most prized hip hop possession. In order for you to compete on the game show, you got to bring your most prized hip hop possession
and put it up to compete.
And put it up against the other people to compete. Right, so if you ain't willing, so you either know it or you don't, because it don't tell me you know a bunch of shit, and then you only want to compete with my money.
Motherfucking classic purple tape.
Yeah, whatever. So so it might be the purple tape, nigga. I got
all type of autographs.
I got an open Wu-Tang album. You feel what I'm saying? So original shit. So depending on who the person is, nigga, I'm bringing that because you got to bring your shit. If you ain't willing to lose your own shit, then you can't be on the show. But that first episode, all Detroit shit, and then we was posting the clips and shit, and people was like, that's dope. Like, I'm a question in the game, like my nigga Mac Nichols, another nigga who niggas be trying to overlook. You feel what I'm saying? Because listen, wasn't nobody talk about no motherfucking curtains and all of that shit before that.
In closing, man, in closing, every episode of My Fair Vacation, Everybody Has a Voice. We get to talking rap shit. make Nichols' name come up.
For sure.
Cuz,
For
bro.
sure.
You have it, man.
Yeah.
Everybody has a voice, man. Live from Farm Boy Studios, sponsored by Vivian's Barbecue with the Connected Experience twins, AJ and S.
It's all love. I'm AJ.
And we the connected experience.
I want for my brother
what I want for myself.